yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from Vancouver, Canada. So welcome. Today is Thursday, August the 27th, 2020, and this is video number 70. So today I'm going to be jumping in here and talking about my purchase that I made from an online store called Deramores US. Now Deramores is also in the UK, but this is my very first time that I've purchased from Deramores, whether it be the UK or the US. But this particular time I used the US online store. And I want to talk about the experience that I had with the delivery and also my experience on the website and what they had to offer and the stuff that I actually got. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of like glowing right now. I'm just looking online to see the shine that I have. I did a workout. I've been sitting knitting and crocheting pretty much this whole week, and hubby and I have been looking at ways of exercising just to kind of balance up all the sitting that I'm doing and the crafting. So he's like, oh, I found this really interesting workout video, so let's jump into this channel. It's called Kyra Pro, and she's a delight. I absolutely love her 15-minute workouts, 15 to 20 minutes, and she's sectioned off all of her little exercises so that you can do them in your living room, so it doesn't require much space, and that's what I like because we are living in an apartment. And she just is effervescent and happy, and it makes me so great to be I guess treated to her workouts and her happy nature. So in her 15-minute blocks, she devotes all of her workouts to different music themes. So there'll be a 90s theme, an 80s theme, a Disney theme, musical themes like Hamilton, which I've done a few times and I love those. I've done a couple of Disneys, and of course the 80s, because I'm an 80s child and I love all of that music. Half the time I sing along and I'm sort of like forgetting that I'm actually sweating and whatnot. So yeah, if you've happened across this channel for the very first time and you've heard me just bantering about Kyra Pro, no, I am not a fitness channel and I'm not assessing fitness channels, but this is a station that I've put together to talk about all of my yarn adventures. So that's knit, crochet, a little bit of hand dyeing of yarn, and acquisition. So in this particular video, it's going to be acquisitions. If that sort of stuff actually interests you and you want to you know, hop along for the ride, then please join us and enjoy. Give me a thumbs up if you do like it, and think about becoming a yarny friend of mine by hitting the subscribe button. I'd love to see you again in future videos. And to all of my friends that have come back and revisiting, hi and welcome. Welcome back. And yeah, so let's jump into the yarny goodness. So if you're interested in how it arrives, it took 3 weeks to get from the UK to me, and I was quite surprised because me reading that it was Deramores US, I would think that it would be coming from the US, but it was packaged and sent to me from the UK, so I got the tracking notification that it was arriving, like being sent from the UK. It took 3 weeks to get to my door, and it came in a plastic bag. So for those people who like boxes, perhaps maybe sweet talk them, email them, say, hey, I don't like bags, can you deliver it in a box? I'm sure that they will oblige because you know, you're spending money on them, and you want to be a returning customer, so why not ask? And okay, so that's the time that it took, and a little bit of the unexpected nature of it being called Deramores US, but still coming from the States, coming from the US. So, sorry, the UK. Get it right. First one is Serda. Serda's the brand of the yarn, and Jewel Spun is the collection. So I got 3 balls of this, and I got it in 2 colorways. So this ball is called Glacier, and I got one of those. So I don't know why it's called Glacier, because to me it's more of warm hues, like warm colors. Glacier to me is like ice blue and, you know, dark ocean blues that would remind me of like polar like the North Pole or something. But this one is kind of like a warm colorway. Now, maybe because they're kind of named after jewels, or they're resembling jewels, perhaps maybe there's a jewel that's more warm that is called Glacier Gem. I'm not sure. But we have the fuchsia color here, like magenta fuchsia. We have sort of like straw gold and like a burnt yellow color. And further down here, there are kind of like slightly more bluish colors. But yeah, the way that this variegates from one tone to the next tone of color, I'm not too sure whether they're long transitions. They do look like they may be abruptly changing. I'm not sure how long the transitions are, but interested to find out. The colors also remind me a little bit more of what you would see in tapestry or in a garden, like that maybe the inspiration was more flowerish gems. So that's what I'm reminded of when I look at this colorway. So it is called Glacier, and if you want the number, the number is 844, which is just here. And let me tell you a little bit about this yarn. It's saying that it's Aran, but I have a feeling it's more of a 3-weight yarn, so close to that in similarity in size as Lion Brand Ferris wheel. It has a slight halo. It's 100% acrylic, and they are suggesting a 5mm set of knitting needles or a 5mm crochet hook. They are saying to wash this in a gentle cycle in the machine and lay flat to dry. It is a UK company, but it is a product of India, so it's produced offshore and then must be delivered to the UK for packaging, labeling and packaging, and that sort of stuff. So yeah, in this 200-gram ball you get 500 meters or 545 yards. So quite a number of yards there. You could make a fabric that covers like a cushion or some type of mandala if you're interested in wall hangings. It's really, really nice. It has that mild effect so that when you look up close, you get two colors that are twisted together in the make of the yarn, which is really nice. So the price point on this in US dollars, because I'm quoting all US dollars in this video, it is $7.75. I also got it in another colorway. So these two are the same colorway. And oh, I just love them. They're more richer than the first one. The first one was bordering on pastel mid-range kind of hues. This is more deeper, richer colors, and it's called Northern Lights. So we have more of the darker blue purples and copper tones with oranges, and I can see here the transition from a darker, it's like a navy blue into more of a lighter tint of that blue. So interesting how these are going to work up. I got two of these so that I could perhaps maybe make a sweater. Across the two there's 1,000 meters, or how much would that be? It's almost 1,100 yards. Got two of those. And the other cedar collection I got one skein of was this one here called Color Wheel from Cedar or Serda, and this one is called Desert Storm. The color number is 206, and in this breakdown of the yarn content, it's 80 acrylic, 20% wool. It's saying that it is licensed and by Cedar to be made in Turkey, just down there, so that's where it's made. 150 grams, and in that you get 520 meters or 568 yards approximately. It's double knitting, so it's DK number 3, and it's suggesting to use a 4mm crochet hook or 4mm set of knitting needles. The care instructions are you can machine wash this on gentle cycle and lay flat to dry. And it says here a little bit more addition is to when you block to reshape the piece as it's wet and lay it flat to dry. So blocking is required with this one, or suggested. So I think that's all that I have to tell you about this one. Now the price point on this was $7.17. So it's very similar to Lion Brand's or Lion Brand Mandala or Cupcake, and it does have solid colors that transition quite sharply from one hue to the next. And we're talking about white here, a sandy color, taupey gray, and then yellow into white again on the outside. The nice thing about this one, it has a pattern on the inside of the label, which is this scarf pattern here. So that will be good to look into as well when I start to use them. Sorry, I'm knocking the table. The next one that I've got are these two here. It's saying on the label that it is from the same, I guess, company called Serda, so Serda Spins, and it's a different collection under the brand called Hayfield, and this collection is Bonus Breeze. The colorway on this one is called Horizon, and if you want the number, it's 0480. So it goes and transitions between a gray to a blue, and it's in that jeans wash, stone wash feel, which has the natural yarn color base showing through and breaking through the dye that it has in the color. So a little bit about this. We have 4mm knitting needles or 4mm crochet hook. Again, this one you can machine wash on gentle, and this one you can actually tumble dry in a cool setting. 100 grams in each skein gives you 280 meters or 306 yards approximately. And where is this one manufactured? Let's have a look. I think I read that it was Turkey. Yes. This one's in Turkey as well. So not much of a halo on this one compared to the last cake that I showed you. It does have more of that premium acrylic look, because it's 100% acrylic, of the anti-peeling from Premier. So slightly a sheen, maybe not as much as the one from Premier, but it doesn't have a full matte finish. It's slightly has a bit of a sheen to it. And I also got it in this colorway here. It's more of a red orange hues, and I'm not too sure how these colors transition. I'd have to work up a bit of a swatch to see what happens with this, whether it's South Stripes or whether it pulls or whether it has a pattern. So I'm not too sure on how this one will work up. But for a test, I'm trying out two of the colorways, and this one is in the color Blazer, and if you need the number of the colorway, it's 0478, and for each skein it was $2.93. So $2.93, it's a pretty good deal for 280 meters, or what was it, 300 and something yards, 306 yards. So really nice colors there. I like them a lot, and super soft. The next one that I have are probably my favorites in the in the purchase that I made, and I'm gonna butcher this name again, but I'll try. You guys have been trying to help me with saying this name. Batik Swirl from Stylecraft. So I bought two of these, and these are 100% acrylic, I think. No, 80% premium acrylic and 20% wool. And this colorway here is called Rainbow, and this colorway here is called Blue Ocean. And the number, if you want let's talk about the rainbow one first. The number, if you want it, is 3733. And in this cake, you get 200 grams, which gives you, I did see it here somewhere. Here we go, approximately. I like how they say approximately. Approximately 550 meters or 601 yards. That is almost like two Ferris wheel cakes in the one cake. So consider that when I tell you the price as well. This one you can machine wash on a gentle cycle, and you can tumble dry this on cool as well. So this is great care instructions. They also are saying it is a number, well, a DK, so a number 3, and I would agree. That's actually, all of these are pretty much number 3s, except for maybe the jewel spun is a little bit more in between a 3 and a 4. And they are suggesting similar needle size and crochet hook size, which is a 4mm. And I just love the transition of the colors. I would say that these transitions are longer fades, really, really gentle fades from one color to the next. And when you're dealing with wider projects, like that go into maybe 50 stitches or 200 stitches, that this kind of yarn would be great for that, so that you're not abruptly having to color control halfway through your work and pull back all that work if you don't want any disruption in your row that you're knitting or crocheting. That this one has beautifully long transitions. So yeah, that's one good thing about what gravitated me to buying this particular yarn. It's super, super soft, no undergarments required. What else do we have here that I can tell you about? So I've given you the gauge, the 200 grams, the content, and how much is in them. Okay, I think that's everything. And where is it made? Turkey. So again, a product of Turkey, but the company is a UK company. And this one here is called Blue Oceans, and the number for this one is 3732. Now each of these skeins cakes were $11.03. So when you think of two cakes that are Ferris wheel from Lion Brand, you pay around, I'm going to say, $5 if you buy them not discounted. So if you consider this cake with two Lion Brands, the pricing is really, really reasonable. I just am gravitating as well to darker, moody rainbow colorways. So I call them my moody my moody rainbow range that I love right now. So this one does have that mood. I love it, love it, love it. Love this color here. It's like an indigo blue. Amazing, and how that sort of like goes around the cake. So soft and delicious. In all of those prices that I mentioned in the US dollars, they did give me delivery fee as well, and that delivery fee was $13.95. So I'm happy with paying for the delivery. It's quite a reasonably priced delivery fee for the 9 skeins. And when they came to the door, I guess it was Canada Post, they required me to pay the duties on it. So it was a $15 duties charge. And I think with Deramores, even though it says Deramores US, they packed it in the UK and delivered it from the UK. They did have the invoice or receipt outlining the cost of each of the skeins. So I think customs were obliged to charge the duties as well on top. So I did a little bit of a price comparison because I saw one of the yarns in my visit to Vancouver Island. I visited a yarn store called Uptown Yarn. So shout out to Uptown Yarns. How you doing? Jen and Joe are both the people that I met from my 2 visits up to Uptown Yarns, and I found the same yarn that I had purchased from Deramores US. So it was the Serda jewel spun in the Northern Lights colorway, And I want to just do a little bit of a price comparison. So I'm happy to actually support the local store. So I'm factoring the value, difference of value as well in the fact that I'm supporting local. So the ticketed price in the Uptown store was $17.99, and then with taxes on top of that, it came to $18.89 for this skein. And when I purchased the same one from Deramores US, I was charged $7.75 US, and which translates, let's say, $10 Canadian. And then with the taxes on the package one, I have to allocate some price to this one particular piece, and also with the taxes when I was charged the $15 from the postal delivery service for the custom duties, I'm going to say this one came to around 14 Canadian dollars. So 14 Canadian as opposed to the 18.89 Canadian. So that's a difference of like $4. And I'm happy to pay the $4 because it's helping a small local store, and you know, they have to pay for, I guess, their rental and their overheads as well. So I saw it in a blue colorway as well, which next time I'm over on the island, I'm going to go back up there and visit Jen and Joe and purchase the blue one as well. So love, love, love all of the yarn. My favorite one is this one here. I can't wait to use that. And with that, I think that's all that I've got to share with you. And I'm going to jump in here real quick on another video that I'm going to do, which covers my works in progress and my finished objects. I have made some ground on many of my pieces, and maybe look for that over the course of the weekend or early next week. Bye for now.